Let's test this shit, see if I'm actually live, and if it plays well. Because I've never... Yeah, it does. That was weird. Right, so, just testing this out, because I've been streaming on Twitch, so I'm kind of new to the whole YouTube streaming thing. I've done it once, but that's about it. But not on the PlayStation 5. So just going to give it a minute. Some people roll in. I'll be back on here in a second. Just making sure it's all set up correctly. 1 second. Alright, well, it's Alan here, the Urban Arcade. I haven't said that for like 1,000 years, it seems. But welcome to my stream. If anyone's there, I haven't got the view count, I've just got a chat thing up there, so I don't know if anyone's joined yet. I normally with streams anywhere, I haven't sort of announced that I was doing it today. I said that I was going to start streaming, because I have set the PlayStation 5 up for it. And isn't that crazy for one? I'm playing Street Fighter 2 on the PlayStation 5, of all games I could be playing. But hey man, it's backwards compatible, and it's just nice that I can have the collection on current software, current hardware, current computer, current PlayStation. So that's all good, I'm happy with that, because I own Street Fighter for pretty much everything. And yeah, I mean, with this channel itself, it's always pretty much, I don't know, it's been about Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tomb Raider, a lot of arcade stuff, because it's always been a passion of mine. There's something about arcades that it just could never be replicated, and it's something that even today it's heavily missed by me, by many, I'd say. People that were brought up in the arcades, there's just something about it. And I think having this collection, the best part about this collection, I would say, is the average gamer or average person that played Street Fighter, they don't know how to set up emulators. A lot of them don't really. You know, it's just a retail release or nothing. They took what they were, given. I mean, I learned how to use emulators years ago. And I was playing the main versions of Street Fighter 2. God, such a long time ago now. And then I got good with emulators. I got good at, maintaining them, getting them running well, making them feel like an arcade experience. And it's always sort of been a big thing. Hello, Boz. I think that's the only name I can see on here. But yeah, I got your message a moment ago. And yeah, by all means, drop a link. I'll have a look at this software. Funny enough, I made that little Street Fighter arcade cabinet. I made that from scratch. I worked out the Raspberry Pi. That was crazy because I've never done anything like it. I remember I had trouble grounding the buttons. Getting the right connectors working for it, getting them running well, adding a speaker to it, the right screen. I broke one of the screens, getting the right buttons, which I ordered from Japan. Just yeah, it was a mixed bag, and it cost a lot when I could have just probably bought one custom. But yeah, Street Fighter's a big deal to me, always has been. Random stories that are on my channel, and it's like the main focus of what I sort of wanted to do was these little sort of, I don't know, I'd say sort of documentation videos of the game itself, or the games I was talking about, sort of my nostalgic memories of them, not really like reviewing them or nothing like that, because everyone's done that. I just talk shit about the stuff I was into, and some people enjoyed them. So, yeah. So I wanted to get into playing a bit of Street Fighter, 30th anniversary, because I just think it's amazing. We got a physical version of the arcade ports, and that's incredible. So what I was planning on doing, because I'm going to leave this stream up afterwards, is I want to play through all the versions I can of Street Fighter 2. Okay, now what that means is I'm going to go through the arcade ports with this collection. Then I think the other ones, because I haven't set them up for streaming. I'm not sure if I'm sure I can work it out of OBS to stream emulators, because I want to put the Mega Drive versions on there, SNES versions, whatever versions I can get running properly. If I can get them playing all the sort of obscure versions, if I can. You know, I've got other collections like on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I own them all physically, so I might as well play them. Just different variations, and I know there's another Street Fighter, another Capcom collection coming out in June. I'm excited for, because whenever they bring out a Street Fighter collection, doesn't matter pretty much what it is, I'll pick it up. That Capcom arcade collection that came out for the Switch and PlayStation, I got that as well. I've got it on the PS4 or 5, but I've got it on the Switch because I've got a full collection of it. What was that called again? Capcom. Capcom Arcade Stadium. That was it. So I've got that on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I thought I would, because I mean this collection is it's wonderful. I was playing originally the first ROMs of the games. Yeah, little introductions here and there. You can change the settings. I remember being so hyped for this, and I couldn't believe it. Everyone was excited for new games coming out, and I was excited about a bundle that I've been able to play for years, full of games. And I remember that being very surprising, and that they were doing it, that they were actually doing a big collection with all the main titles on it, or at least the ones I found important. So I'm going to play through Street Fighter 2 World Warrior. I'm going to have a bit of a laugh with it. I want to try some different characters out. Not your basic everyday Ryu, which everyone seems to choose. I tend to leave this display up because I like this border. It fills out the screen. I don't like having it stretched either, because it sort of offends me when I see it stretched out full screen. I could have it blank either side, or just a 4:3 aspect ratio, but I'm going to keep it like this. But yeah, nothing beats the arcade version. If you still see it on a CRT screen, there's something that can't be matched by seeing it, I'd say. Just going to quickly see this little intro. Okay, Boz, take care. Yeah, I just love this intro. It's the most nostalgic thing ever for this game. And although I know it sounds weird, probably to a lot of people, but I do prefer the SNES music, because it's what I grew up with. So who am I going to be? I'm going to be Guile. And I want to, I'm going to mix up a few characters. I just want to play around, just want to have a bit of fun. That's what I used to like doing. I used to like going back and forth between characters and having a laugh with them. Look at that shit. Oh. Oh, I'm getting smashed. Shit. Okay, I'm playing really weirdly because I sort of want to play in a weird sort of way. I want to do different things. Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, the original. Let's try a combo. That weren't bad. So yeah, I want to mess around with characters. You can change the difficulty in this version. You can, because I guess it works on the main dip switches, because this is obviously main versions. So you can change the difficulty to the highest setting. And it doesn't make a difference with obviously Super Turbo. That's fucked up. And you'll just get destroyed. And it's not the Japanese version. Yeah, Sonic Boom, man. Have that. You can sort of aim it so you get them to walk into your fireball. And I just want to do some playing around. So you're just messing around, like playing around where you're not conventional playing, not doing combos, just messing around, sometimes not even with special moves. I did a playthrough on the SNES version where I couldn't barely pull out any special moves because I mastered Ryu on Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and my thumbs, the controller marks, would have been a cheese grater. I sort of never had that kind of feeling since I was a kid. Ooh. Ooh. Walk into it, so we can do everything. Doesn't do that. So it's almost like when you do moves on this one, if they walk into it or they jump into a special move, it's almost like it adds extra damage to the move you're doing. So I won't play versus Guile because I am Guile. So, I don't know, on Street Fighter 2, him, Zangief and Vega are the hardest characters to play against, it seems. You get him later on in the... Alright, if you get him later on in the ladder, it's fucked. I don't want to do any combos, I want to do some weird stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I like playing like this. I might try Honda. I think I'll try Honda in a minute. No, yeah, it just, all it really does, like if you go to 1, it doesn't give you thank you for playing or supported by Capcom, play on a higher setting sort of thing. Now, the only thing that's, I don't think there is any different. I mean, the only thing you can do that's different on the arcade version is if you're playing as a character and you get to the end without losing a round, you get a special ending. Which, funny enough, I got on the little My Arcade Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition cabinet that came out last year. Nice little cabinet as well. It's a arcade version of Champion Edition with a backup light, little coin button. It's an amazing little thing. Good sound. I had to pick one up. What? Was that really not? Oh, maybe it's the other side. I hardly do this with Guile. Okay, when you break this, you can do it. No. That's it. Yeah, I'm going to lose next round and be Honda. Oh, God, am I not going to break this? Can't be so, because I've always broke this ever since I was a little kid. Yeah, no, break it. Yeah, do some messing around. I mean, I like playing as Honda in Turbo because he's upper charge attack. But yeah, I'm going to just mess about with Guile for a bit. This stage, man, they did it so well. And I think in Ultra Street Fighter 2, they added those little things, those symbols back. You can beat me, Ryu, because I'm just going to mess around. I like playing like this. And I could probably beat him if I mess around. And I can show some tips along the way as well, like if you're playing as Guile, full versus Guile, as you're probably aware, he can be a bit of a camper, where he'll just stand there and punish you when you go to attack him. So when you go on the attack, he'll just somersault kick, and it's fucking pain. So I'll show you ways around that. If I come against him, that is. So I'm going to be Honda next, lose this one, but yeah, I want to play in a scatty way, and we can have a little chat about Street Fighter. There's nothing serious going on. We're not trying to be like the best. We're not trying to... This is the thing with Street Fighter. I'm not trying to be pro. I'm not trying to say, oh look, I'm the best Street Fighter player in the world. But I just like to have a laugh at it. Back on the first Street Fighter 2, the Hurricane Kick was mad. It was so OP. But in Street Fighter 1, everything was OP. A Hadouken could end the game in a few seconds. And I always like this about the arcade versions where they moved in the countdown screen. They did it in the in Champion Edition on the Super Nintendo, on the Mega Drive or Genesis, but never in the SNES version, and it always upset me. Let's be Honda. See what we can do. Probably not much, considering it. But let's play weird. Oh. Oh, didn't expect that. Ooh! Do you know what would be a weird thing to play? I don't know if anyone live streams this, but you know that... Yeah, I'm not doing too good at Honda. I'm gonna get killed by Hadouken. Yep. They're not that good with Honda. But I'm going to try next round. Let's try and beat Ryu with Honda. We can do it, because we are the best in shit. Whoa! Timing, bro. Ow! Headbutted you in the foot. And a nice kick to the chin, son. You like doing just random methods of playing these games. Because do you know what's really weird? And now you have noticed this yourself. What keeps us going back to these games? Trying different things, and it always feels different. It's always like I get a different experience every time I play it. Ooh, into the head. Shoryuken to the balls. A little kick. Ha! Smack. But yeah, messing around on this game, because it always feels different. I mean, you got to remember this. I've been playing Street Fighter. I've played Street Fighter every week since the 90s. At least a version of it. Without fail. That's pretty mad if you think about it. I want to play as Delsum as well. Oh. I always love his throw, because he grabs you by the face. And I always love that kick with I don't know, it's his foot. Oh, headbutt to the foot. See that? Right. Yay! I won with time over. What the fuck? I'll take it. Right, let's try some other things. Let's try some weirdness. Let's try some weird little kicks, light kicks, because Honda's slow and so's Dowsum. Shit, I was about to hit him with my arse then. And it's always, do you know what? I think back to all the times I used to play this as a little kid with friends, yeah? You know, like when you did little things to wind them up, where you would either teabag, or sometimes I would do stuff like, say, oh, sorry, I've just put the controller down on the floor, and look, I still beat you. Or I'd turn around sometimes and say, shit, did we just play it? It's a bit easy, wasn't it? And this stage I was showing on a video that I made with the stages, which I plan to do a more in-depth version with the other versions of Street Fighter 2. Let's be a different character. But if you ever wanted to... Shit. Do you know, I was going to say I was going to let him beat me, but normally when you let him beat you, you never want them to do a perfect on you regardless. You always have to get that one hit in. I don't know if that's just me or what. It's like if you beat M. Bison, yeah? Or Vega or Dictator, whatever you want to call him. Shit, right to the nose. If you beat him good the first round, next round he would smack you. So I mean, look, see if I'm trying. Yeah, we're gonna let that beat me. Whatever, Kent. I like these boxes. Street Fighter 2, the way the boxes did look. Yeah, the hard times come out in '85. The stages on it, you know, you can see Zangief's and this. The chain is on this level, but they've cut it out. It's hidden. There was a chain going across the screen. Who are we gonna be? Who are we gonna be? Let's be Zangief, son. No one's ever Zangief, are they, on Street Fighter 2 playthrough? Little details I've always noticed about these games as well. Let's do a power driver. That wasn't a power driver. I'm having trouble pulling that off. Ouch. I want to do a power driver to you. It's just gonna. Oh. No! Sure, you can to the arse, which is fine. I'm sure you like that. I got a power driver. That's all I wanted to do. Look at his eyes open as well. He's like, fuck. That was like the hardest move. It was always like when you was a kid and you played this game, you always knew someone who knew someone, or their dad knew how to do a power driver. Because it was like the hardest move, because it was like the 360 of the controller. I'll do another one. Ouch! Ooh! That's a good tactic there. I do that to Balrog a lot as well. Right, so I got fucked up with him. That's cool. We're trying shit out. We're gonna have a laugh during these playthroughs of Street Fighter 2. Let's keep it fun. Let's try different shit, and not just an excuse because I got fucked up. I can, or lose, because I don't mind losing on this game. Losing's the best part of it, sort of. And I'll show you some things along the way. I'll show you some little things I've seen here and there that I've noticed. What am I gonna try now? Let's try Chun-Li, and look at her Champion Edition outfit colours here. It's really weird, almost like Striker. You can see he's wearing red on Mortal Kombat 3. Don't know if anyone notices that, but ow. Oh shit. It's almost like a friendlier version of the head stomp. What? Bit far from you to do that, mate. But yeah, see, I like doing little weird stuff like this, playing in different ways. This is how I learn, and I got to be honest. When I first started playing Street Fighter 2 on the SNES as a kid, I only ever used hard punch, hard kick. I never used low kicks. Didn't really care about the speed. I just cared about the damage side of it. Mate, chill. Never land one of them on him. I'll do show you can. That's you done. So we're on the bosses now, and that's sort of, I don't know, it's sort of like, you know, Mortal Kombat 1 with Reptile. He was elusive, mysterious and everything, but when you could play as him, it weren't exactly the same. It was sort of like that with the bosses. And there's only one update after where you could play as them. Oh shit, I've never really done this stage with her before. At least don't think so, either. And I don't know what, well, you could see, even back then, this felt like more of a balanced fighter than Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, fuck that. Do you know, I did a perfect playthrough on the SNES version of this, you know. Where I got everything. I wanted to finish the last one first, spinning bird kick. That's not bad considering I've not played this sort of stage with her that much. I like how it comes up, it shows them all, when in the other version it just shows Bison's face. And that's a complete picture of Mike Tyson there. I've seen the picture of where it's from as well. Let's fuck about. Oh, Jesus. That was quick. I was just going to try a high kick for it. I'm going to try a low kick for it. I'm going to try a different character as well. Right. Ooh. I'm just trying one kick. That foot, imagine that you was in a fight and some dude was just doing that. No. No. He's getting wise to it. No! Oh god. Yep, I'm going to get that collection definitely. You know, I've already sort of planned it. As soon as it comes out, I'll already have it. I've got the arcade stadium, I've got the 30th anniversary. You name it, Street Fighter. If it comes out, I'll own it. Okay. So in this playthrough, I don't know if anyone that's just joining, we're just messing around today. We're having a little laugh, a little talk about Street Fighter, doing just random moves, just messing around, nothing serious. Okay. Let's try Dal Sim. So I was trying to just beat Bulwark, just doing a low, just one version of the low kick. You know, medium, low kick, and yeah, I lost. Deadly and Super Turbo. Nope. That punch there, I know it's an uppercut and everything, yeah, but I always just think it was an elbow that he threw. If I lose this round, I'm going to go to Ken and smack some fools. I just want to try this. Right, so. Fuck. So with Dal Sim on, you know, at least World Warrior wise anyway, he's very slow. And you'll notice that afterwards. So yeah, Mortal Kombat, it had input reading. It was like the worst thing that ever happened to Street Fighter is when it got it for Super Turbo. That's just, it's unplayable. Arcade mode is unplayable. Right, so we're going to go for good old Ryu, who I don't know if a lot of you know, he wasn't actually intended to be in this at first. It was Ken, wasn't it? They hadn't invented Ryu yet. And yeah, one of the most known characters in fighting games since. And I heard recently that they're not going to have Fei Long on Street Fighter anymore. That's upsetting. I mean, can you believe that? I know why. I mean, there's always been sort of clones of Bruce Lee in games, and I always thought that Street Fighter did it best. Oh shit! I always thought Street Fighter did it best with Fei Long. You know, the movements he did, they replicated it so well at being a fighting game. Just his personality, it was great. You know, you got Bruce Lee in Street Fighter. You know, what more could you want? I remember being a Bruce Lee fan as it was and seeing like Bruce Lee on the game. I remember someone saying to me they're going to add Bruce Lee into it, and I was like, really? And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus, I can't believe that shit. But yeah, Vega on this version, or the Claw, or fucking nutcase, is, yeah, he's the hardest on World Warrior at least. And you know, I learned how to play against him on the Street Fighter 2 Player's Guide video, which a lot of people haven't seen it. I guess if you're not in the UK, you probably wouldn't have done. But yeah, it's and I just love being able to mess around in this game. Right, so what we do, we'll wait for him to bounce off the wall, which is still a weird concept. Yep. Unless you're good at. Nope, I've done it too early. So wait for him jump, and then kick, and then kick, and then kick. See that? What the fuck? Okay, I was gonna do a Shoryuken. He might jump on the wall. Let's do a Shoryuken. Let's get him with that. Oh shit. Yeah, I knew to do that. Let's get Shoryuken up the arse. What? I missed. Shit. Have that. Right, we get him here. Just for that kick, yeah. But that's the best way of beating him, because he's very hard. His kicks just go all over the place. And we're messing about. We're having a bit of a laugh. Let's see what we can do. I want to get him for Shoryuken when he's on the fence. My goal for this round. Okay, bang, bang. Oh, okay, sometimes that happens. Oh, shit. Have that, son. There's your Shoryuken. Still to this day, the best, and I mean this, I don't watch anime, yeah? Just not my thing. But the best anime there is, to me, well, I've seen a few of them, I have, is the animated movie of this, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. This is such a weird stage, even now. I mean, I know it actually was in the arcades and the bricks were sort of added to the home ports of the game, but I never liked this. It's just silly. Ugh, I don't like it. This is the worst bonus stage, I think. Punching barrels that are on fire. Okay, where'd that come from? The bricks was cool because it was like what martial arts did, didn't it? Fellow Brit, nice. I guess the good thing about him from Brits was obviously the arcades we all went to. I mean, where we experience these games, I experienced them in cab offices, video shops, chip shops, bakeries. I mean, there was a bakery that had a Street Fighter arcade, and he said if he didn't have the arcade in there, he wouldn't make half of his revenue, which was really weird because he always had people in there, obviously playing Street Fighter 2. Literally, that's why they went in there, and because they were in there, they could smell and see all them cakes he was making, and yeah, made lots of money. And funny enough, the chip shop it was in, the chip shop it was in as well. So I want to change to Blanka now. The chip shop it was in had Rainbow Edition, but it still didn't matter. People would say, "Let's go and play the arcade." I'm going to beat this fucker just so I can beat him as well. So watch. I don't just want to spam Hadoukens on him. Are you sure you can then? Have that. Yep, so I'm going to let him beat me. I'm going to beat Blanka. I want to get Blanka's ending because it is my favourite on this game. Yeah, it was the best. It was the best. Sometimes when I hear this, that noise, I don't know what it is. I can smell kebabs. It makes me think. That's what's weird about this game. Like, I guess it's when you're playing something and you're concentrating, and you could hear certain music or a certain smell. It takes you straight back. But I smell kebabs for some reason because it was always in this arcade. He used to let me play it because I just went in there to play it. The arcades didn't really let me in. Obviously, as you know, there's gambling in a lot of arcades, so they didn't let you in them to play games. So, but you know, this chip shop had it, Rainbow Edition. I did a video about it as well. Right, so we're going to be Blanka. I did a Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition random story video, and it's pretty messed up because the game was. I did the video years ago. I mean, Street Fighter and this channel go hand in hand. It's all I really fucking talk about or talked about. And what the fuck? I wanted to do that move, you know, that cannonball move, which is not on any of the other Street Fighters, which is really weird that it was on this and taken out the rest. But yeah, I want to play the SNES versions of these, Mega Drive, the beta, you name it. I want to try it out. I work out how to do OBS because OBS shouldn't struggle with like games like this. Like this, let me do it. Let me do that move. Might have to daze him. Shit. Trying to get too close. Shouldn't have done that. This. Well, I did it, but. Can we come back from this? Did low one. That still gets me. It still freaks me out. And that laugh used to make you so angry. That's what I used to do when I used to beat my friends on this. And I think Street Fighter will always be around when I mean, we already know Street Fighter 6 coming out. And I'm playing and talking to you today, playing this on the PlayStation 5. Isn't it funny? Like, all the consoles. I mean, on the PS3, I've got a bunch of Street Fighter games on the PS3 and on the PS4 and then the PS5. So I've got Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. But yeah, it's so strange that out of all games I'm playing right now, I'm playing Street Fighter 2 on this such modern console. This picture, if you see, it was ripped from that comic book, wasn't it? Of him slicing someone in half. This exact drawing. There's a lot of that on this. A lot of copyright stuff that they wouldn't get away with now. Which, as you know, why the names were changed. No, see, his low kick's like, it's a heavy kick, isn't it? Shit. On this one, anyway. Huh? Right. Right, so we're going to play carefully now. So with Blanka, I did a playthrough of this where I just played, I don't know, sensibly or seriously, and it just, I don't know, it's not what I like to do on Street Fighter. I can win, I can master. I've been playing a game for years enough. I can master a playthrough without losing and shit. I've done it. I don't need to do it, so I just like to have fun on this game. But yeah, the AI was never so bad on this, or like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 is a bit sketchy, yeah? Then they updated it in Champion Edition and updated some of the sprites and some of the bugs ironed out. But Mortal Kombat, from Mortal Kombat 1 onwards, they were always... oh shit! Alright. But yeah, in Mortal Kombat, the input reading was always bad. And from 2 onwards, they're barely classed as games, I always thought, because they're not. Maybe against friends, sure. That's the most craziest countdown one, that one with his tongue coming out and eyes popping out. Right, we're going to smash him for doing that to us. We were playing nice. Best ending, though, of his. That's why I want to play it on this stream. Fuck. Okay, right now I'm getting fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I did the Street Fighter 2 Turbo on hard with all, you know, 8 stars with the special ending, and I got a double perfect at the end, so I just got perfect there. So when I try and act serious, it's just sometimes you sort of have to do cheap things to win the match, or what you know is going to win. But whenever you do a good match versus Bison, as you know, he's going to come fuck your shit up afterwards, which I got a feeling he's going to now. It's always the same thing. You always thought, oh, you done a good day, he's going to get you next in his 3rd round as well. Fuck that up. Ah, almost got a double perfect. It got 1 hit on me. Look at the damage it did too. But yeah, so you do shit like that. But yeah, and sometimes I don't want to. I like to have a laugh on these games. This is my favourite thing. Look at this ending, it's so cute. I love this ending, I love the music. I'm going to be silent for a minute. Jimmy, who are you? Who are you? Why would I be your son? My name's Blanka, you wanker. My son was lost in an airplane crash over Brazil when he was only a little boy. Wait. Oh no, sorry. Wait, that anklet. I gave that to you on your birthday. Mummy! Jimmy! Oh, I love it. Seriously. Let's have Durban Arcade. Modern. I just love that ending. I used to have a picture of that on my school tray as a kid. I took it out of a magazine. I think it was a Games Master magazine. But yeah, that just playing through that now was just it's always a pleasure to play for a Street Fighter game. Like, I can go through them any given day and I always have a laugh on them. I always have a good time on them. You know, it's not forced, it's not, oh, here we go. It's like, it's a pleasure. It's like an old friend, like Old Faithful, you know. And I don't know, I see we're just having a bit of a laugh. I'm not doing another playthrough of this. I'm just gonna have a little chat. I'll mess around on here as well. So what I'll do, we'll quit game now. We're going to go into a little training part and go into a stage. But just look at this wonderful collection. And isn't it nice that all these years, I did a video with the Street Fighter 2 Definitive Edition where I was sort of in search for a physical version of Street Fighter 2 that was arcade perfect to a degree. It was close as you could get. I found one, which was the Anniversary Hyperfine Edition. That had the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. I mean, that's a perfect combo. I used to play the game and watch that film. It's a good version of the game too. It gives you everything you want, like all the different sprites, the different versions. And the crazy thing is, I didn't think they'd ever bring anything else out. We got Ultra Street Fighter 2, And I thought they're not going to do another one. They're not going to do any other Street Fighter 2 versions. And then, yeah, we got this, and I couldn't believe it. Let's have a look at some stages, shall we? And yeah, so I put up a video with the stages of Street Fighter 2 a little while ago. No voice on it or nothing. I want to do a more in-depth one with more stages, because a lot of people assumed I didn't know where these places or some of them were, that I didn't put them in. I mean, Honda stage is a random bathhouse in Japan. It's what they did is they did very cliche stuff for these stages. So yeah, and that's the thing. Like, this could be any airbase in America. This could be any place in Brazil. This could be any certain streets, which I know to a degree of where it could be in China, but no concrete evidence. And I don't know where this is in India, this temple, because I'd have added it. You know, if I knew where this bar was, the exact bar, where they got inspiration for it, even, like full inspiration. I don't want to just add hearsay. I will actually look into it. If I can find more information on some of the stages, so I'll add them. My intentions for that video entirely were just to post from the ones I know. Stereotypical stuff that they did. It was, the stereotypes of Street Fighter was pretty crazy. I mean, they did the Indian stage with Dalsim. His favourite pastime is to go and eat curry. Sit on an elephant, which was pretty weird. Honda, I mean, they were Japanese, but Honda just ate food all day. Guile in America was like American guy, buff, loved guns and jets and all this stuff. And yeah, so that's sort of what it was. The stereotypes were pretty real, So yeah, so I've got plans in making some, more of the stages.